Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie.
Now you would have seen in the last couple of videos all our trees have come down and we've got all this space now.
Oh yes.
So today we're going to talk about the grand plan for this area. So there's kind of two main things we want to achieve with this space, with this extra land we got now. First, the birds and the bees. We want to encourage more bird life to come back here. I imagine there are a fair few nests up in the trees that have since disappeared. We want to be selective about what sort of natives we plant, the birds we attract, the tuis, that sort of thing. So yeah, lots of planting for birds and lots of planting for bees. I'd love to get some beehives in the new year, put them somewhere on the property. I haven't figured out where yet, but I want to get into some beekeeping. So we need lots of flowers and lots of things that are good for bees. Manuka, kanuka, those beautiful flowering natives like that. The second goal, I guess, is space for the kids. One reason we bought this house was that we've got, I guess, 15 years of school holidays and weekends ahead of us with kids, right? Before they leave the nest. So we want activities in here for the kids. We want a bike track, a pump track, we want a fort of some sort. We want all sorts of things that we can build with the kids and then the kids can enjoy for years to come. You know, I can imagine Harvey, 15 years old, hitting some dirt jumps or something in here on a mountain bike. So those are the two main goals for this space. So I think the first plan is going to be to cut some sort of track or road in here, right? We need access. It's very difficult to walk around in here and lots of sharp dry sticks. So what we're going to do is make a nice path in here. We can get our quad bike in, take the path around, and that path will eventually become a bike track for the kids. We want to make a pump track in here, but if we can get the quad bike in here, then we can get our chipper in, get our trailer in, we can haul out pine cones, haul out chip, bring the chainsaw and that sort of thing. So I think that'll be the next video. That'll be phase one, I suppose, is some access, some way of getting the quad bike in here. We'll probably end up doing a nice big loop or a figure eight track in here, and then Harvey and the kids can hoon around on their bikes and things like that.
So this little rise here is the highest point of the gully area, and we have a very exciting little project planned for it, but it's top secret at the moment, so we will tell you later on. So the idea is to have a bit of a path running along the bottom of the bank here, and then we're going to plant some privacy screening up along the top, just to shelter it from the road a little bit, and hopefully carry the path right along up to the back corner.
So if you can imagine this whole bank, natives, covered in natives, and a nice flat path down the bottom to get the quad bike in and out. So probably from where I'm standing. So we can make the road in here, and then we can just pull all these branches down and plant this out. So we're probably going to go up to Auckland in the summer holidays with a trailer to a plant nursery up there and go crazy. Fill a trailer with natives, come back, plant this bank out. It'll look pretty awesome. So the sort of road path will continue on from that native bank. We've got this kind of spot here which shouldn't take too much effort to flatten out. It's actually a big culvert under here, and we've only seen water through it a few times, but when it rains really hard, water naturally sort of flows down here and down the rest of the hill. So path up here, and then eventually it'll kind of loop around up here and sort of head back down. There's a lot of gum branches in here because we had those big gums up in the corner, so we're definitely going to have to get the chipper in here. Big session on the chipper, and then yeah, big loop track down there, and then bike path carries on down there. This stump, this is one of the big gums in the corner, and I've got a bit of an idea. I actually haven't run it past you, Chelsea, this one. What I'm thinking is we build a platform out like this, platform out over the ground, just a timber sort of deck, then zip line for the kids straight down the side of the section to where the other gum was down in the corner. So zip line over the little valley, cool little platform up here, pole I guess we dig into the ground, back here somewhere, pole, zip line, they climb up, stand out on a platform, see you later, maybe even turn it into a bit of a fort or something. And then obviously Harvey's bike track hooning down there under the zip line as well. Now over the back of the bank here we actually have this rather large stump. This was sticking out of the ground just over here. It was an old gum that had been topped once upon a time. We asked the guys if they could cut it off at about 2 meters. Chelsea had this great idea of cutting it off at a couple of meters off the ground, then building a treehouse on top of it. The guys cut off the top a couple meters up, they cut it. They then went to pull the top half off with the digger, and the whole gum came out of the ground. We realized afterwards that our soil up here is really sandy, and this whole gum, I think I got a clip of it here, but this whole gum just fell over. So we're not going to do that tree hut idea anymore, but we also asked them, because there's no way I can cut this gum with my chainsaw, so we asked them to throw it over the bank so we can't see it from the house. I have no idea. I don't know if you've got any ideas, Chelsea. She's shaking her head. I don't know what we're going to do with this gum. I think it's going to live here, this stump. I think the zip line will skirt around it over to there, and I don't know, in 10 years maybe to break down. We could set it on fire maybe, probably burn for a week. I don't know. Problem for another day, that one. I feel like a news reporter with this, eh? So one brilliant idea Chelsea just had as we were walking around was, why not level this bit here out and put our trampoline on it. If the zip line comes down and ends sort of behind where Chelsea's standing, trampoline here, maybe a swing set. We can see it from the house, which is good, and the kids aren't, right up in the back corner. Currently our trampoline sits in our little front lawn. We've got a little kind of cool terraced front lawn, and the tramp sits right in the middle, takes up all the room, and it's a real pain to mow under. So this might be a really good area. Chip underneath it, kids can go crazy, not loud outside our office window. So trampoline, swings, lawn right there, bit of a slide maybe somewhere. I think this will be a little kids area. Plant around it so it kind of looks tidy, and yeah.
The other thing that we want to do while we're at it, we don't have enough on at the moment, is water blast our fence the whole way down and paint it black just to tie in with all the other fences on the property. There's also a really old sort of ramshackle deer fence on the boundary line that the neighbour's already said he'd be quite keen to put into post and rail like the rest of it, so we might get that done at some point too. I've also bought a couple of little things off Facebook Marketplace for our entryway, so we'll do a bit of a zhuzh up of our main entryway into the property, so we'll see how that goes.
So the other little plan we had was to extend our lawn a little bit. Now we don't want tons of lawn, but this front lawn here was always sort of a bit kidney shaped, so when you came down to do the bottom bit to mow it, it was a little bit uneven. So you can see all the wood I've been chopping out here. I'm absolutely sick of chopping wood, but we're getting so much firewood out of the scrap that was left over in here. What we'll do is take the line of the lawn, probably to where that log is there, sort of down here. So we'll end up with this nice little rectangular log right up to the back fence there of where the new fence is. Nice big square lawn down here. I'm hoping to clear this lawn off in time for summer, because I reckon you could have a cool slip and slide down here. If I get a massive roll of plastic down here, you got this gradual sort of slope, a few pine cones and sticks and stuff to bump over, but it would be pretty choice. The only downside is the water would flow straight into the neighbour's property, but if I guess if I invite their kids over to play on it, then they can't complain. So yeah, might have to do that summer slip and slide. So what we're going to do is, yeah, basically you can see this firewood I've been beavering away at over the last few weekends. We're going to hire a trailer tomorrow, move all this down to the woodshed. But I'm going to chop the rest of that. We're going to chip these branches that are small enough, put the chip through the garden. Then we're going to basically rake this lawn, the dirt, get rid of all the pine cones and sort of start shaping it into the way we want it. There are some big gnarly pine stumps in there as well, but there is a local guy in town who's got a quite a cool stump grinder, remote control, thing looks like a tank. So we'll probably get, there's probably half a dozen stumps through here. We'll get ground out, backfill with topsoil. Nice big lawn down there. Special project on the hill. Natives all down the bank. Stuff for the kids. A big bike track, pump track through there, quad bike track. Harvey really wants to get a electric motorbike one day, so it's going to be a cool spot up here. It's going to take a lot of work, but yeah, we'll keep you in the loop. We'll show you some of the stuff we do, some of the plans. I'm keen for the zip line. I want to make it adult friendly as well. That's going to be the key. But if I can fit on it, then it should be good for the kids. So yeah, plenty of we're just going to chip away over the summer. We've got a couple of weeks at home. We start our summer caravan adventures later in January. So while we're home, after Christmas, Boxing Day, all that good stuff, we'll have a few days off, then we'll get stuck into some projects in the sun, get a sweat on, and start transforming this. I'm excited. So thank you for watching, appreciate it. If you got any tips or anything you think we should do, anything we should plant, anything that's going to attract birds and bees and that sort of thing, let us know in the comments. We'd love to know what you guys think about our plans. Are they good? Are they terrible? Are they too much work? Let me know. Thanks for watching. See you later.